Good morning, Wayfam from Brussels in Belgium.
My name's Ashley. This is my husband Josh. Welcome to our channel.
We sold everything we had to travel the world, and now we want to share with you the way away.
So subscribe down below, give us a like, and press that little bell button for more adventures.
Okay, today is very exciting because we have only 24 hours in Brussels and we need to get the full Belgian experience. So today we are going on a city tour, and then we're ending it with the classic beer and chocolate. So a little bit for everything. You know, I got my beer, Ashley's gonna get her chocolate, we're both gonna be happy. And part of this is in partnership with TripAdvisor. They've given us a tour to do the chocolate and the beer tasting, and we're super excited. So if you guys wanna learn more about that, you can go to TripAdvisor in the link down below.
Yeah.
And then you can book your own tour or lots of other things around the world.
We've done some really fun things with them, and I'm really looking forward to the beer and chocolate. But first, we're gonna start with our favorite free walking tour company called Sandemans. We have done their tours while in Europe, in Paris, in London, and in Amsterdam, and now we get to do it in Brussels. I cannot wait. They always do such a great job. So now we have to check in because I went online and I pre-purchased our tickets. They do 4 tours a day. That's how popular it
Well,
is.
you don't purchase your tickets, you just reserve a spot.
Reserved, yeah.
Yeah. It's a free walking tour. So yeah, we're gonna go hang out with them now for probably the next hour or two.
Behind is built with Virgil is a beautiful trade union and a big evening rest.
In typical Sandemans fashion, we've been given some jokes and some facts about this place. We are in the grand place, the central square of Brussels at the moment. In the 7th century, the Duke of this region founded the city, and in the 10th century, this plaza or place was built and expanded upon. All these houses behind me are guild houses, except for that guy, which is the town hall. It's a pretty impressive town hall.
We're going to move from a square right now, but I just wanted to tell you guys, Victor Hugo, the author of The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Les Miserables, stayed here. He was moved here by the city council because they wanted to brag to Paris that he was living here. He actually wrote Les Miserables while he was living there, but he and his drunken shenanigans got him kicked out and sent right back to Paris after a few years. This tour is moving fast. We gotta scoot.
I present to you guys the great iconic Mannequin piss. I said I present to you guys the great iconic Mannequin piss. Ah, that's better. Cannot help myself, but I see some disappointed faces there.
We're at the Mannequin Piss, the famous Belgian statue of a little boy peeing. And why that's famous, we don't necessarily know. There are lots of different stories about it. One being that this little boy put out a fuse for a cannonball that was going to explode the city walls and let the French come in and attack. But that's all stories. What they think is the real thing is that this area was for tanneries, leather making, curing leather. And the children, the poor children, would come and sell their urine to make ammonia to cure the leather. And they believe that that statue is sort of a thank you, an honoring of the poor people who helped to make Brussels great during that time. Wars were fought over this mannequin. People believe that this town all had it, but this is supposedly the real Mannequin Piss. Real quick, you guys, as we're walking through here, of course Belgium is famous for its fries, but did you know that according to legend, the reason fries are called French fries so all over the world is because in World War II, a bunch of American guys were over here. They didn't necessarily know where they were because they were just deployed and they're fighting a war and stuff, but they were eating fries. They heard people speaking French and they go, these must be French fries. And there you have it. That is the legend, at least, of how they're called French fries.
So I've noticed that the difference between the fries here and fries that we have back home is that they have 2 different oil bins and they put them in for a longer amount of time in a lower temperature oil. They bring it out, let them cool, and then they put them in the really high temperature oil right before somebody's gonna order and eat it, and then all the fries are really crunchy and hot.
I like that.
That's how they make it really delicious.
stock exchange here in Brussels. This is our last stop that we can make. We actually have to head out to the next tour. But I want to tell you something, guys, real quick. So in 2015, there was a terrorist attack here in Brussels, and this central square sort of became the meeting place. All the people came here, and they wrote messages of hope and love on the square and on the walls of the stock exchange using chalk. And people came to mourn and to feel loved by each other, and the outpouring of that was like writing messages of love and frustration and all kinds of different things. I just thought it was a really interesting and beautiful story. Some of those messages of love can still be seen on the sides of the stock exchange. So if you're here and you want to see something positive come out of a horrible situation, right here on the stock exchange is letters written in chalk to this day. If you do only have 24 hours in Brussels, this is the way to do it. Do a free tour and then do something extra special. So now we're gonna go on our TripAdvisor sponsored tour, and this is something that we wanted to do, and we're so happy that we get to do it. We're gonna go on a chocolate and beer tasting tour. So let's go.
There's only one problem.
What's that?
We haven't eaten anything since eggs this morning.
We had eggs this morning and that's it. So this could prove to be a very fun tour for us.
I'm gonna try to eat enough chocolate where the beer doesn't affect me.
Okay. Good plan.
There was a Swiss pharmacist called Neuhaus. If you've been around, you might have seen already Neuhaus shops, like chocolate shops.
All right, the tour is off and away. The first stop is Chocopolis. It is a confectioner, and it's the only confectioner that's going to be on this tour.
Right, which is where they create the filling. Let's say they create a caramel filling, I don't know. They pour this filling in a mold.
Belgian chocolate.
It's a dark chocolate.
Yeah, 64%. That's pretty high. It's probably pretty bitter.
It's a 60% dark chocolate.
It's praline though.
It's a brownie. So what we,
You like it?
we call the inside, the filling, is called ganache. When often the chocolate outside is used and added with a little bit of milk or a little bit of cream or something.
I like this. First things first, she's got us tasting chocolate, and then immediately we're headed off to the next spot. She's giving little tidbits of information about chocolate making in Belgium and history about the beers as we go along. First part of the tour is the chocolate, and then comes the beer.
Did you know that they started making the praline, the soft part inside, because they put medicine inside of the chocolate to make people eat the medicine because it was so terrible? That's so interesting. I find that if somebody put my medicine in the chocolate, I'd probably accidentally eat it, or on purpose.
Yeah, you'd OD.
Although the other places will be chocolate now. So the only place we
You like that?
Yeah, I really like
chocolate. Okay. Actually,
Earl Grey infused dark chocolate.
He is still involved. So what we will have now is first we will have a different single origin from Madagascar. Interesting, a bit more fruity. If you compare it to Brazil, you will see yourself. And then we will have, I will give you choices. In Brazil, we lost.
decided to no longer go and do the beer portion of the tour because we love the chocolate portion so much. We're just gonna continue on.
What?
Just kidding. We're headed to a brewery right now to get 2 different craft beers in the area.
Like Ashley said, we are indeed going to get the beer for sure. And I have to say, I really, really like this tour. I'm learning so much about the history and culture of Brussels and Belgium, in fact. On a paid tour like this, you get actually a lot more than you paid for. The chocolates, if you were gonna get a box of chocolates, it can be 40 to 60 euro for a good box of chocolates. And this tour is maybe double that per person. We've gotten chocolate after chocolate after chocolate, plus we're gonna get like 6 glasses of beer. This is well worth it, and everything has been amazing, and some things have been interesting, and it's been fantastic.
I really like it. I think that some of the tours that you do pay for, you do get a better experience because you paid for them.
Right.
I do like walking tours a lot, and they're the best way to see the city. But I think that these kind of tours, you get to taste things as you go. It just kind of makes it more enjoyable.
Absolutely. And with something like TripAdvisor, you get to see unbiased reviews from people like Ashley and I, who have gone on a tour and can specifically say, yes, it was good, or it was crap. So we're going to continue on and have some probably delicious craft brews. Here we are. We would have never found this place. First beer stop down, and holy crap, we've had a Belgian double already, and because I'm low on food, it's already affecting me. I'm trying not to slur my words too much, but I can feel that sort of beer numbness, you know? But I've already learned something so cool about beers that I didn't know before. Originally, beer by monks was designed for religious purposes. They would drink it and sell it, and it would help maintain the monastery. But a Belgian double was devised for religious purposes so that they would drink it while they were fasting. And double means twice the normal alcohol percentage. So instead of 3%, it was typically 6% alcohol. And modern day triples were invented to be 3 times the base alcohol content of 3%. So a triple would be around 9%. Nowadays it's less strict, but that's something I never knew about beer, and I like beer. I'm learning so much already. We've learned about lambics and about IPAs and different things. So much to learn on this tour. This is fantastic. I can highly recommend it already.
Alright, cheers guys. Cheers. Don't be shy. I warn you, it looks very juicy, but it's sour. Sour beer. Yeah.
You like lambics, how's that?
I don't know about.
You don't know?
Not as good as the one I had yesterday. That's really sour. It hits you back here. In this area. Currently nobody's smoking in here, but that's so
over there you have holy
years.
We will.
Actually, like
This is my favorite.
Yeah?
So good.
This is the Russian one.
Yeah, but it's also lambic, so it's the same.
Yeah, it's really
taste,
good.
but there's more sugar added.
Fruity. Yeah. I really like it.
Yeah. Actually, yes. I flaming Dr. Peppers. I love flaming Dr. Peppers. It's really good. You need amaretto and 151.
Merci. Okay, fries and tartufa, which is truffle sauce.
Nice and hot.
We're getting a little something to wash down the beer flavors.
Giving the fries the last chance, our last night, because our last 2 chances kind of sucked. But our tour guide gave us suggestions, so hopefully it's really good.
It is really good.
Alright, Way fam, that is it. We had a fantastic time. We are at the Metro right now and we are headed home. Thank you so much to TripAdvisor for making this tour possible. We had an amazing time. I can highly recommend a paid tour through TripAdvisor. Check them out in the link in the description down below.
We had a great time with both tours today. And
Absolutely.
saw a lot of the city in 24 hours that we wouldn't have been able to see without the tours.
Yep, so if you only have 24 hours in Brussels, this is the way to do it. A free tour and then get a specialized book tour through TripAdvisor. That's the way to go. I hope we encourage you to get there and travel today. We will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Ciao.
Ciao.